Hey guys, I decided to give y'all some difference in scenery. We're at the park today. It's giving autumn vibes and my hair like matches with it. Cool beans. But today we're going to talk about a topic that's kind of uncomfortable for some people. So this video is what not to say to people grieving. So I guess the best way to start when tackling this topic is the common number one question people ask on a daily. How are you? So somebody who has lost a mother, a father, somebody who could have raised them their whole entire life, somebody that they could always ask questions to, somebody that was always nurturing to them, someone that always made the world feel like a safe place for them, somebody that was not only your parent but also your best friend. Losing them, that could be so traumatic, devastating, heartbreaking. You could feel a billion different ways at the same time. And something society likes to do a lot is look at you like you're crazy if you don't answer that question, how are you, with all right, good, okay. But we're people, we're human beings, we feel a billion different ways. Crazy things happen to us. Sometimes life is just out of our control. We didn't ask for this, it just happened, and if we could control it, we would never want this to happen to anybody. And especially for a lot of the people that have never gone through this before, I don't really expect them to understand on the same intensity level of how it is. I understand people's intent is trying to comfort that person, but really it might come off as insensitive when you say these certain things. And I hear it a lot. Move on, move forward. The person that passed wouldn't want you to feel that type of way, wouldn't want you to cry. Try not to think about it so much. And I really don't get how people say try not to think about it so much, because your whole life has basically been shifted and it will never be the same way again. You can't really tell somebody how to grieve and how long to grieve. It's okay not to be okay. If they're crying, let them cry. It's so important to create yourself a safe space where you can hurt in peace. If you gotta scream, let that scream out. It's important that you validate your own feelings. I know for me personally, sometimes I feel really heavy, like I'm just aching and in pain, and I'm missing my mom. I'm missing her voice, her smile, her hugs. But it feels like my body is physically weighing me down, and all I feel is pain, and it hurts to move. I could lay for hours. I just feel really empty inside. She was the kindest, coolest, sweetest person in the whole wide world to me. She was my favorite person. And everybody at her service was saying so many beautiful, I'm about to cry right now, so many beautiful things about her. She is so awesome, and I feel so blessed to be her daughter and to have a mother that loves me like that. But not only did she love me like that, she loved everybody like that. She tried to help everybody that she crossed paths with. She's just such a beautiful soul. And oh my gosh, don't get me started on how smart she is. She the smartest person I've ever met in my whole entire life. I can go on and on and on about how awesome she is and how much I love her. I can definitely feel the difference of her not being here every single day. Like, I wish I could be with her all the time. I wish I had a time machine. But I know how I feel about mine. She is the coolest person in the whole world to me, and I just loved hanging out with her more than anybody else in this world. So I can only imagine what you guys feel and what y'all are going through. And I'm here to say I was screaming out loud in this park. People walking by, what? I was screaming out loud in this park. You are not wrong, and you're not crazy for feeling these types of ways. That's why it's so important to watch who you hang around. It seems like people get so irritated with me sometimes when they ask me that question, how are you doing? Oh, I feel empty today. Oh, I'm sad today. I went through something really big, man. And honestly, maybe you shouldn't ask the question if you really don't want to know, because that's just gonna be my answer. Like, answering truthfully, answering honestly. I'm going to validate my feelings. That's how I feel. That's how I've been feeling. If it's a problem, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe not ask me that, or maybe not talk to me, because this is just how I am now, This is how I am. I didn't ask for things to be like this. I would never want things to be like this. But Yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna give the label Debbie Downer, human being. Yeah, I get different dynamics. I know some people love me, but nobody's gonna love me like how my mom loved me. Motherly love. Just like I don't love anybody else how I loved her. That was my girl, like forever my girl, forever and ever. But with that being said, I realized that I now have one earthly parent left, my grandmother. And so I try to nurture and cherish that bond because I know how sacred it is. And you gotta enjoy it while you have it. You just have to. Yeah, sometimes I think I'm okay and I can distract myself. And other times reality just kicks in and it kicks my butt. It hits me like a train. I guess the best way to describe it is just like a really painful sinking feeling. And I just feel that until I feel like I can distract myself again. And that's just how I've been getting by. You just gotta do it step by step, one moment at a time sometimes. And I just wish it was a bad dream. And a lot of the time I'll dream about her and it would just be such a good dream and I'm just so happy and I'm just so relieved to see her and be with her again. But then I wake up and it's a cruel reality and those feelings hit and it sinks in. But our yard man told me that he had a near-death experience almost 10 years ago and all he felt was God's love, joy, and peace. And it was one of the most amazing feelings that he's ever experienced. And he lost his fear of death now, and he looks forward to going home. And I pray that her and my grandpa are feeling that same love, joy, and peace, and they're together. And that when it's my time to go, I can be with them, and I can experience that love, joy, and peace as well, which is with God and Jesus. But yeah, when songs come on in public, and they're just like the background noise for the store, I just think about her. Or when they come on the radio, in the car, I'm like, my girl. It just reminds me of her. And even shows that I used to watch, oh my gosh, she introduced me to the most awesome shows in my childhood. Oh my gosh. Yep, they remind me of my girl. And I just miss her all over again and ache. But this is so normal for us to do that as we grieve because these people are so amazing to us, so impactful. They played a big role in our lives. It's natural to feel like, man, if I would have got you some better help, if I could have got you somewhere else, like, could you still be here with me? I miss you with all of my heart. But yeah, I want to end off this video encouraging y'all to be kind to people. You never know what the next person is going through. I feel so blessed for people that were kind to me through the most traumatic period of my life. Try to be understanding, and if you can't, please do not even ask that question about how are you doing. If you're one of those people that expect people to say good or okay, because you never know what people are going through. I'm gonna do a self-care video soon. What's helped me with everything going on, and hopefully it's helpful to some of y'all. But yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.